wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the True Conductor Show. Listen, um, on May 1st, my tours are going to increase. Right now, you can book a tour any day you want. You can go on my site and advance the calendar to whenever you want a tour. Okay? And you'll save some money. Because come April 1st, they're going up. The prices are going up. Okay? And this is the time right now. You can save yourself some money. The tours are going to go up 20%. All right? So, let's see here. Right now, my tours are $79. So, you're looking at a $16 increase. And that means they're going up to $95. So every tour you book, you'll save $16 before April 1st. So you can book it for December, Christmas, if you want. You can advance the calendar to whatever date you want. But come April 1st, my tours are going to increase. And so this is a chance to one, give people an opportunity to take advantage of the current price. And by people doing that, that would also help me. Okay? If they would come and book now. And but I guess they don't care. Maybe they want to pay more money. That's fine. But I'm just saying, if you want to save yourself some money now, I mean, let me give you an example. Say you got a family of 4, right? That's $316 right now for a family of 4. Well, after May 1st, it's going to go to $380. So you're saving $64 if you book now. Okay, you'll be saving $64 for the same family. Now listen, if that ain't important to you, I ain't gonna complain. I'm not gonna be upset, because I'm trying to tell people now, man, listen, advance the calendar whenever you're gonna come. You coming this summer? Advance the calendar when you coming. And I would even be flexible enough that as long as you done book before April 1st, I'll be flexible with your day. You say, listen, Don, I can't make it when I book the tour. I'd like to change my date. I'd be flexible to let you change it as long as you done got it booked. Okay? Before, as long as it's booked, you can change. But after April 1st, it's going up. It's going up. So I don't. That's one of the things that I learned about this hotel. They send you emails with these sales, and I've been like booking in 3-month blocks. to catch the sale. But then this last time they sent this sale, I said, man, let me try to the end of the year and see what the sale is going to be, and got a hell of a deal. Got a hell of a deal. And I booked from March 31st to the end of the year and got a hell of a deal. Okay? And all I'm just saying to you, listen, advance the calendar to whatever date you want. Then, you know, as long as it's before April the 1st, you're gonna save some money. And if you want to wait till after April the 1st, then, you know, I can't help you. It is what it is. So that's on you. You know, if that's not important to you, fine. But I'm just getting on now to let people know, man, if you want to save some money, wait a minute, hold on a second here. Oh, I do not own the rights to that music. Matter of fact, let me change that now. I don't know why my song ain't repeat like it normally does. I done took it off. That's why. Okay. So anyway, I just want to get on, man, let y'all know, hey, if you interested in a tour, even if you want to donate a tour, this is a good time to say, just put in the description, man, this is a donation to your business. Okay? Because I started my tours in 2014. This is my 7th year. And it's been a real challenging 7 years because, you know, a lot of people not interested in Black history. And that's the last frontier tourism, Black history. What is it about white history that you can tell that hadn't been told already? See, that's what people don't realize. When you start, you know, like Jesse Lee Peterson talking about, Steve, what's going on, Steve? Man, hey, long time, brother. How you been? Glad you're doing okay. You know, Jesse Lee Peterson talking about White History Month, but what is it about White History Month that you can teach that haven't already been taught? Think about it. Because the majority of the history we learn is white history. So Black history is the last frontier in tourism. It's like the Wild Wild West, man. Well, yeah, he's grifting. You know, and that's gonna run out. See, that's the thing. I'll be trying. Y'all, let me tell you why a lot of our children right now are so messed up. It's because of some of these adults that they're listening to. You know, I sit down in front of the White House and we get a bunch of kids to come down, these schools come down, and I'll be trying to say, man, where y'all from? You know, trying to find out, to give them a shout out on the microphone. And the adults like, don't, you know, don't say no. And I'm like, I'm sitting in front of the police. What are you afraid of? Man, I had a situation today. I saw this young Black dude. I knew he was a foreigner. And he just came down, man, and just stood in one spot and was just staring at the White House. And usually when you get people that do that, something's wrong. So now I'm clocking him. I'm gonna see how long he gonna stand in that position. So after a half an hour, I noticed Secret Service, one of the Secret Service police officers came over and was standing kind of close to him and just looking over his shoulder at him, right? So I'm trying to find the music to reach this guy. Finally, I just got up. I said, hey, man, Steve, thank you, man. Thank you for that $10, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, brother. So finally, I go over to him. I said, listen, man. I said, come on, sit next to me and tell me what's on your mind. Okay? And he came over. Sit down. He was from Senegal. Okay? Living in Silver Spring. And he said, I don't speak English very well, so I'm going to have to use my phone to translate. So he said he's been looking for a job and he didn't have no papers. Okay? So I said, listen, the White House is not the place for you to just come and hang out. Because, you stand here, eventually, they going to start like, what is this person up to? They just hanging out. So I said, man, have you had anything to eat today? He said, no, I haven't. I said, listen, I went in my bucket. I said, here's $25. Take this money and leave. Okay? Because you're drawing enough attention right now, especially being a black man, and you just gonna come and stand in one, don't move, and just staring at the White House. Oh, they gonna clock you. See, they want to know what you up to. Why is he just standing there? Because anybody else would be walking around doing whatever, and he was just standing there, staring at the White House. And I said, man, he said, what's your name? I said, don't worry about that. Just take the $25 and leave. This ain't the place for you to come and hang out. Okay? And I made sure this ain't the place for you to just come and just hang out. Because you're going to raise some red flags. And it's situations like that, man, because he didn't know. And there's no telling what was on his mind. You see, because when you ain't got, man, it's when all kind of temptation be pulling at you, especially if you're hungry. And you ain't got no money, all kind of temptations be trying to come into your mind for you to do something. And saying if you ain't thinking rational, then you're gonna get caught up. And I don't know if it's his debate, well, if I get in trouble, maybe they'll deport me. Don't know how he got in the country. Didn't care how all I knew, he was from Senegal. Okay? And I'm just saying, man, this ain't the place. This is not the place. Take that little money and just go. All right? Take that little money and go. And that's I ain't worried about that. That's the least of my worries. I just don't want to see you come down here and do something stupid and mess your life up. Because the White House, they ain't gonna play with you. And see, this criminal justice system ain't fair. Let me say that again. It ain't fair for Americans. So how you think it's gonna be for a foreigner that ain't got no papers to be here? So he must have came across, however he got here, he ain't got no papers. And he's trying to find work and can't find no work because he ain't got no papers. And see, and that's the thing that's going to happen with a lot of these people that they bussing all over the country. See, sooner or later, that gravy train going to run out. See, that money that they giving them, that stipend, and them hotels, that's going to run out. When that run out, what you going to do? You're going to have to do something. And if you can't find no work, then you're going to have to by any means necessary. And see, and people think that one, it can't happen to them. But man, anything can befall you. And you can be in the same position where you ain't got no means to take care of yourself. You see, and here's the other thing. I know what's going on, Shock. Thank you for joining me, man. See, and I know all them cameras that they got down in front of the White House, they watching him. Cause let me tell you, I don't know if y'all remember when that guy stole my donation bucket. Within a half hour, they knew exactly where he was. They went right to him. And because my phone if I don't accept just any calls, if you ain't in my contacts, it's gonna go to voicemail. And Secret Service was calling me for me to come back so they can arrest this guy, identify him. And I missed the call. And by the time I realized they said we had to let him go. But they tracked him. Wherever he went, they went right to him and got him. Didn't get my money, but they got him. And every time, and that fool came back. 2 days later, he came back, and Secret Service came down and said, "You remember the guy that stole your bucket?" Said they are preparing the arrest warrant right now. What do you want to do? I said, man, if he that stupid, that let him sit out here on the street. If he that stupid, that you gonna steal something, and then now I know who you are. And every time I see him, I get on the mic, y'all, we got a thief among us. Beware. Beware. We got a thief among us. There he is, right, and point him out. That guy, don't turn your back on him because he'll steal from you. So did. So I know that camera system they got down there ain't no joke. It ain't no joke, buddy. They can follow you probably all over the city if they want to, on camera. On camera. Sure enough. On camera. So I was glad I was able to just get him out of there, man. Give him some money, man. Get gone. Get gone. All right? That's my good deed for the day. Because, man, I know how it is to be without. I know how it is to be without. And especially when you ain't got no money and you hungry, shoot, all kind of voices be talking in your head, man. And ain't none of them good. When you ain't got no money and you hungry, shoot, all them voices ain't not one of them good. They all try to get you to do something stupid because you trying to satisfy that hunger. And that's how it is, all right? But listen, man, going on, book your tour, all right? Advance the calendar. If you want to donate a tour, donate a tour. Just put in that get us away. And I'll make sure one of these kids, that's how I tried to reach some kids, man. I told people, I said, listen, man, donate a tour so I can get out here and get some of these young kids and show them some Black history. And, let me let y'all see this. Hold on. Let me let y'all see this. Let me let y'all see this, because I did a tour Sunday. And it's really nice. Matter of fact, the guy that was on the tour, actually was the one that wrote the reparations bill for California. And I told him that, I said, man, giving this group of black folks some reparations that ain't gonna create no generational wealth. I said, we shouldn't be, if we wanna, excuse me, if we wanna create some generational wealth, we shouldn't be paying income taxes. You know, imagine, man, if and I said, and you have to have been identifying as African American. You can't go and do a genealogy search and say, I'm now black, but you've been identifying as white. I'm talking about the people that have been identifying as African American. Forget that money. Shouldn't have to pay income taxes. And he said, you know, I like that idea. I said, that's the only way we can generate generational wealth. Not pay income taxes. You can make as much money as you want. But listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Got California in the house, San Francisco. All right, y'all, tell them what you thought about the tour.
Amazing, insightful. I actually live in DC and I just learned so much more. So I'm feeling empowered. You know, it's good to be in a city and know its roots, especially because I come from California. So I don't want to just be out here in somebody's city. I don't know the history. So now I can say, you know, I know a little more.
Okay, sister, what you?
I think it was very insightful. I've done several black college tours, went to a black college, and I learned stuff today that I didn't know before this tour. So it was very insightful. We had a blast.
Brother, and happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
The tour is amazing. I would advise anyone who want to know the black history of DC to come and take this tour. It's very cultural rich history. Me being a child of civil rights movement and knowing all about the things that happen in San Francisco, California, to connect with this tour and be informed of the things that the history that this city holds, and it's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
We recommend you take the tour.
All right.
This is important.
Take the tour.
This is important.
Don't come to DC and not do this tour. You're black.
Yeah.
Shame on you if you do.
You need to see this. This is something you need to
DC
see.
Black Tours.
Y'all hear
one.
that? DCBlackTours.com.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Number
Got
one.
All right.
Thank
All right, too. Got California.
See that? I just did that Sunday.
San Francisco.
I just did that tour Sunday. And I enjoy what I do. I enjoy it. And unfortunately, and soon I'm gonna be the only black tour company around, because the one that's been in business, well, one was two other ones. One of them out of business, and the other one he's been in it over 20 years. So you know he ain't got much longer. And I just been here 7 years. So after a while, I'm gonna be the only black tour company that's offering African American tours in DC. You know, and I got a hop on, hop off shuttle on my website that's ready to go. I got a hop on, hop off shuttle, man, that'll take you to every Black History Museum and monument in DC. But ain't nobody interested in that. But yeah, they come here and they get all the white history of DC. And I know if you book some tours, all you got to do is Google Black History Tours of DC. I'm going to come up. I'm coming up. See, I ain't hard to find. And I sit there at the White House, man, and I look at all them black folk that's on them white tours. And yet, they ain't try to book nothing, they ain't try to learn their own history. See, they interested in everybody else's history but their own. And I tell them, hey, man, I specialize in the black history of DC. When I got tours, I try to give people, take them outside the monument box to let them see the city. That's what I try to do. I try to show them the city so they can see the contrast. Okay? That's what I do. But anyway, DCBlackTours.com. That's me. Man, April 1st, they're going up. So if you're interested, man, just advance the calendar. Whoever you want. Okay? All right? All right, I see y'all.